Vitale Wealth Management here with this week's Gradient Investments Market Update. All information is gathered for the week of May 27th, 2025. Let's get into the week in review. We hope everybody had a wonderful Memorial Day weekend as we remembered our veterans and those who fought and died for our country. We're so thankful for the freedom. So let's get into the short week that we've got this week. Major U.S. indices declined last week. The S&P was down 2.58%, NASDAQ 2.45%, the Dow was down 2.43%. The 30-year U.S. Treasury yield spiked above 5%, which was the highest level since 2023. Yields on shorter-dated U.S. Treasuries also rose, putting pressure on bond prices. As a result, the aggregate bond index fell 0.45%. And the U.S. dollar weakened against a basket of major currencies and is now down nearly 9% year to date. Meanwhile, gold surged approximately 6% last week, extending its strong year-to-date gains. It is a shortened trading week. We just discussed in the U.S. markets because of Monday being closed for Memorial Day. Let's talk about upcoming economic releases. Key economic data this week includes the second estimate of first quarter 2025 GDP, which is scheduled to be released on Thursday, the 29th. This will be followed by the release of the personal consumption expenditures, which is the PCE, and the price index on Friday, this May 30th, offering fresh insight into the trajectory of inflation. Isn't it amazing? We're almost halfway through the year already. It's kind of crazy. So we got the market outlook. Last week, the House passed a new tax bill, the One Big Beautiful Bill, which extends expiring tax cuts and introduces new ones, which is what we've been hoping. We want to see that. Otherwise, we're going to have a huge tax increase next year. The legislation now moves to the Senate for debate and potential approval. We'll talk about that. The bill renewed investor concerns over the growing U.S. budget deficit and rising national debt, contributing to the declines across the stocks, bonds, and the U.S. dollar. So there's a lot of good things in the bill, but of course more debt is not good, and they really didn't cut enough out of there. Additionally, fresh tariff threats reminded investors that trade uncertainty is a key issue for the markets. The administration did propose a 50% tariff on the European Union and a 25% tariff on Apple for smartphones manufactured outside the U.S. last week. Over the weekend, the newly proposed 50% levy on the EU was postponed until July 9th of this year. So Trump's been in contact with the EU to pause that. In the week ahead, investors will closely monitor any developments on trade negotiations and await fresh inflation data on this Friday. We've already seen earnings looking good this week, so still some very strong earnings in the market. NVIDIA just reported as well, which was good. Recent activity, the GTR was rebalanced last week. We haven't talked about the tactical rotation portfolio in quite a while. It's been lagging, so it's like, what is the GTR? It's our gradient tactical rotation. We don't see a lot of that. It needed to be rebalanced. It's kind of been lagging over time. How about stocks in the news? The Palo Alto Networks, which is owned in the core selected G33. It's a cybersecurity leader, reported earnings and revenue that exceeded expectations, but fell short on gross margin estimates. Shares declined 3.89%. So it's like, oh, you did good, but you didn't make enough. How about Target? That's in the core select and contrarian. The troubled retailer reported earnings last week and lowered its full-year sales outlook, citing tariff pressures and reduced store traffic linked to controversy surrounding its DEI policies. Shares fell 3.78% for the week. That concludes this week's market summary. Thank you so much for being part of the Vitale Wealth Management family. If you'd like to get a hold of us, you know the number, 855-756-5700. I know it's also graduation season, so we want to wish warm congratulations to all those graduates out there, family members who, I'm sure you have kids and grandkids who are graduating right now, and there's a lot of busy time right now. So hope you're enjoying some nice weather right now, hopefully, but of course the rain's coming, it always does. But anyways, we will see you again next week. God bless you. We'll see you soon.